Good morning, everybody. It's the Savage Stacker. I hope everybody out there is doing great and having a wonderful weekend. And I want to thank you very much for tuning in to my channel. And if you wouldn't mind, go down there, hit that thumbs up after the video or whenever, and leave a comment and subscribe. And I appreciate everybody for your patience and me and my videos. I've been super busy and just grinding. I am so beat up and tired. It's just been overtime after overtime after overtime for over 2 months now, and yeah, I'm kind of beat up, tired, and I was gonna make a video last weekend and I just could not pull it together. So here we go. Let's talk about some things. First and foremost, once again, thank you everybody for coming by. I truly appreciate your time and watching these videos. Okay, the auction for my dad, I put off until I wasn't so busy. That way I, have a little bit of a time and not just exhausted trying to do an auction. Because there's a lot that comes with it. You got to write things down. You got to keep, people's names. You got to make sure you get their addresses and emails. You got to make sure you get pretty organized with an auction. And I've never actually done an auction on my channel, and I want to make sure it runs smoothly. So I don't want to be exhausted when I do it. So I put that off for a little while, and thank you everybody for all your prayers for my dad, and the people that sent stuff in. Thank you very much. And I think I'm going to run this auction on September 9th, probably maybe 5-ish my time, so maybe 8 o'clock East Coast. I will let you guys know here in the next couple days once I talk to a couple people that are going to help me, and if they answer the phone, and go over some things with them and get it all organized. So I will give you a hard date here in a couple days. All right, next thing is, wow, the markets, they were moving like crazy. They pulled back, they went back up, they're left, they're right, they're up, they're down. My question to you is, did you hit the dip? I did make a video last week, but I didn't put it out because when I went to go put it out, metals moved back up, and I was like, oh, well, that video is obsolete. It's moving so quickly that, there's no reason to put it out. Like, it's already moved in a different direction. So a lot of things happening really fast with the markets. A lot of news coming around again, about the digital dollar, and just a lot of market movement. And I'd hate to say it, but it's like going down, right? So basically, did you guys hit the dip? I hit it hard. I bought a 2023 Buffalo. It's in here somewhere. I don't know where. Anyways, I think it's one of those. If you can pause it and see it and find it, the date, then it's in there. There's a bunch of 21s, 22s, 20s, 19s. There's some Buffaloes in there. There's also a couple 2006 proofs right there as well. But I bought another Buffalo, and also bought me a tube of these when they were on sale, of the silver generic Buffaloes from Monument Metals. And they had some great sales, and anytime I can get 1 ounce rounds for under $2 premium, right, I'm going to jump on it every time. So that was probably the cheapest tube of anything I've purchased in quite a few, maybe a year, about a year. And so I've been buying a lot of 10-ounce bars. You know me, I like a lot of 10-ounce bars. So when I get a chance to buy some what I call fractional, right, not just this kind of stuff right here, but to me, fractional is 1 ounce rounds because I buy a lot of 10-ounce bars. So if I can get some more fractional in my stack for a really good price, I'm going to jump all over it. And some of you newbies out there, and I do run into this, these generic Buffaloes here are a mimic of this legit 1 ounce gold coin from United States Mint, right? This is the real deal. This is just to mimic that, which is also the same design as the Buffalo nickel, right? But this is legit right here. This is an actual coin. And this is just a round generic, and they just use this design. Basically, all the mints use this design right here as their basic cheap generic silver, and everybody recognizes them, and the resale on them is great, and the premiums are usually super low. But this is an actual coin, right? Not generic anything. This is generic silver right there. So yep, I like my buffaloes. I'm trying to get a tube of buffaloes, and I wasn't gonna include the two proofs because I didn't want to take them out of their original packaging or the original capsule, which is this proof is in right here. But I did, and I'm gonna add them to it. So right now I have 12 buffaloes, and I want 20, and I'm sure everybody wants 20. I'm working towards 20. So I had to buy another buffalo on this dip. I did really well. I got it for $99 over spot. Spot was $18.80, maybe $18.90. So I paid under $2K for a buffalo, which it hasn't been under $2K for a while. I've seen it as high as $2,200 an ounce. So pretty good. Did pretty good on that right there. So are you guys and gals, did you catch the dip? Are you buying still like crazy? Once it dropped like that, once it pulled back and gold pulled back and silver pulled back a few dollars, I went nuts. I bought probably 4 10-ounce bars and 160 ounces and 1-ounce rounds. Some of those are the Cowboys with the Buffalo Preview from Scottsdale Mint. These buffaloes here. I bought a tube of Eagles, and I bought a few other tubes of things as well, and I'm still waiting on some of those. And so I backed up the truck, because these dips are far and few between sometimes, and it seems like around this time in fall we get some good dips. I'm waiting for another one. So if we get a chance, you want to hit those dips. If you're buying on the way up, there should be no reason why you're not buying on the way down. I see a lot of people get discouraged thinking gold and silver is not doing what it's supposed to do, and then they stop buying even though it's gone down. And I'm like, why would you do that? That's the video I made last week, was all about that, because I see a lot of loss of interest when silver and gold pull back. By views and by the numbers of bullion companies dropping their premiums down means that people are buying less. But when then it comes back up and they're like, oh my God, I got to get more before it gets too high. And then they start buying more. And it's the wrong way. That's the wrong way to be doing it. If it's moving upward, pump the brakes, kick back, relax, grab yourself a cup of coffee and watch the show and just see where it goes. I'm not saying don't buy, because I buy on the way up, I buy on the way down, I buy all around. But sometimes it's just nice to see where it's headed instead of paying, $4 more per ounce than the day previous. I just kind of kick back and watch and see what's going to happen. And that way I'm not buying at the top, especially when there's a lot of downward movement. So as soon as I seen it peter out, drop down, silver got down to 22 something an ounce, I started backing up the truck, buying a bunch of silver, bought me an ounce of gold, and I thought it was a great time to start doing that. Now, Eagles, buying ASCs right now. I did buy a tube, but they're not quite as cheap as I would like them to be. You're still paying a pretty good premium. You're not paying a $10 or $12 premium like before, but you're still paying $5 over spot. I mean, the tube I got was like $29 an ounce. I think it was like $27 an ounce, but by the time I got it to my door, because we got to pay tax here in good old California, I had to pay tax on that. So it turned out to be about $29 an ounce once I got it to the door. And I would like to see it come back a little bit more. I think the days of getting $400 tubes of Eagles are long over, but, I wouldn't be waiting for that, but I would like to see them to come down some more before I finish off my my Silver Eagle Monster Box Challenge that I set for myself back in 2018. And so I bought one tube just to say I did, and I'm going to ride it out a little bit longer and see if it gets better. And so, yeah, that's what's going on with me. I've just been working a lot, and going to continue to buy gold and silver as much as I can. I got a vacation coming up, so I got to save some money for that. But I did back the truck up a little bit and let's find the 2023 here. 22. I can't find it. 22, 21, 20, 21, 6. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. I don't want to sit here and bore you. Oh, right here. There it is. I think that's it. I can't tell. Yeah, that's it right there. I can see through the camera better than I can regular. Huh. Yep. So that's the newest one right there. I just got in the mail last night. And man, I do not like how they package these things. They put it in a flip, then they tape that flip in the middle, and it slid over, and part of the buffalo was underneath that tape. And I was like, oh, no. Is there tape on my gold coin? Like, I was freaking out. And so I don't know what happened recently, but I love monument metals, but lately they've been changing up their packaging. Usually it's like a box inside of another box, wrapped up in one of these right here. And well, now it's just wrapped up in that inside of a priority box. So they changed up their packaging a little bit, so you got to watch out. You don't want to cut into it and then cut your coin, because it's just in that flip, and that flip is easily sliced through, especially when you got a really sharp knife. So you got to be careful with that. And it was stuck under that tape a little bit, which kind of bugged me. I looked at it with a magnifying glass, and it seemed to be okay. So I don't want to send it back and be waiting for gold to go through the mail, then gold to come back like that. It's a lot of drama, and any kind of problem can happen. You can send it out, someone can steal it, it can get misplaced, something can happen. Once I get it to the house, I usually just call it good. Even if it has a scratch. I got a maple one time, had a nice scratch in it, and I didn't want to send it back out and chance it getting lost. It made it to my house safely, so I was like, yeah, I'll just leave it as it is. And the cool thing is my LCS let me trade it out for a gold buffalo. So that's kind of the perks I get from him. That's how he helps me out, lets me trade things, lets me borrow things, lets me, gives me some breaks here and there. And that's the power of having a relationship with him. But, I was able to trade that coin out. But this one was stuck under that tape, and I was like, ugh. So packaging's a little funky coming from Monument Metals. But, yeah, I still like them. They still got the best price around. Occasionally Bold or SD Bullion, but SD has good prices on certain things, certain times, and then not great on the rest of their stuff. Where Monument Metals, all of their stuff is lowest price compared to all other bullion companies. So, and Bold usually tries to match that as well, but they have really weird shipping times, really weird. Like you'll order it today, and it might be here in like 2.5 weeks, and you're like, wow, okay, that's a long time. Where Monument Metals, they don't mess around. Your money clears, boom, they get it in the mail. 3 days later, it's here. So it's usually about, 8 days total, where Bold takes like 17, 18 days, which is, I don't like that. So anyways, that's that. Just kind of ranting on about that. But I have been buying some stuff, some little nuggets, and I want to do Silver Struck's challenge of buying 1 ounce bars and filling a whatever those boxes are called. I don't even know what they're called. That's not really my cup of tea, but a guardhouse box. Get the 1 ounce bars and fill up the guardhouse box. And I wanted to do that challenge, but I just haven't had time. I don't want to buy it off eBay or online. I'd rather go to the LCS and dig through his little junk bin and find all the little hidden gems that people sell. And that's my favorite thing. Like, hey, let me see the junk bin and dive in there and start finding Madison Mint, Hamilton Mint, Engelhard, Hoffman and Hoffman. I find all kinds of great little nuggets in there. And he just gives it to me for, regular old price. And to him, silver is silver. Gold is gold. That stuff doesn't faze him. But yeah, so I want to start doing that challenge, but I need a little time to be able to get to the LCS. He closes at 4, so I don't even get home for 5 hours after that. So that challenge for me is kind of dead in the water. But I have been buying a little bit of 1-ounce bars. I do like them. I do like the vintage, and I do like the art bars as well. I'm ordering me an art bar book so I can start looking for certain bars that I want to collect. And I think you have to go to MK Bars, or there's another website too where you can get that book, but kind of pricey, but there's multiple volumes of it, and it just shows you all the old weird little vintage bars, like Christmas bars and you know, Easter bars, and they're just weird random bars that people just think, oh, it's just a little silver bar. Some of those are very valuable, so, and they're very fun to collect. So I want to kind of get into that, but that's all part of the little challenge that Silver Struck is doing, which is a really cool thing, and I want to get into that. So anyways, rambling on. So did you guys back up the truck? Did you make some good purchases on the dip? And yeah, thank you everybody for coming by. I want to give everybody a little update. And so I'm thinking September 9th for my dad's auction, and I'll give everybody a hard date here in a couple days once I talk to my peoples. So stay tuned for that. All right, thank you everybody for coming by. It is the Savage Stacker. Remember to hit that bell icon so you get updated on my latest videos. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Thank you everybody for coming by. Thank you for your time. I truly appreciate it. Savage Stacker, over and out.